The 13th century theologian and mystic Meister Eckhart once wrote, "If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough." Fall of 2021 finds me with a grateful heart, friends. Grateful for a church family who adapted with grace throughout a challenging year and never took their eyes off helping others as the journey unfolded. Grateful for deacons and elders who served with prayerful devotion and prayerful flexibility. And most of all, grateful to God whose unfailing care for each of us was and is an anchor through the storm of COVID and all the challenges and separation and rebuilding which it brought and still brings our way. May you and I pray, thank you, thank you. So now as we come to the time of year when we reflect on stewardship, on how we can give back as a sign of our thankfulness, I want to invite you to join me on a journey. Pathways to Generosity. We have made a great effort over the last number of years here to focus on generosity over simply fundraising. And Pathways will invite us deeper into that journey, coming to understand that stewardship is not our way of raising the budget, but God's way of raising disciples. Pathways to Generosity will help us to be more intentional in that focus this year, inviting us to give with a grateful heart, each one praying, God, where do you want me to be in my giving? To help us keep that prayerful focus, we'll share in a 28-day devotion called A Generous Life. That will show up in your inbox every day beginning after worship this Sunday, October 17th. Use it as a tool if it's useful, a check-in, a time, morning, night. Next week, you'll receive a letter from me and a brochure which helps us anchor in this Pathways journey. And then for the 4 Sundays that follow, I invite you to join us in worship each week, whether online or in person, as we hear stories from those whose lives are being impacted by the ministry and witness of Clinton Presbyterian, and also reflections from friends within the congregation about the different places that we find ourselves on the giving pathway as an expression of our faith. In mid-November, on Sunday, November 14th, we'll invite everyone to return estimate of giving cards for 2022 during our time of worship together, a reminder that our giving is an act of worship itself. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. This fall, as we journey on Pathways to Generosity, let us say together a resounding thank you, thank you, thank you. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. I'll see you in church.